Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me get in focus. Is that it? That it? Oh, hold on now. Is this it? That's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. If you are new to the channel, without further ado, let's get into the stream. Yeah, we're going to talk about some college football. We're going to talk about some basketball. We're going to talk about all the things, man. It is currently 7 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. In the Central Time. Let's get into it. College football world we go, man.
Then fuck, man. Oh, motherfucker, man. You got to throw the ball beyond the fucking first down mark. That ain't even close.
College football is back, y'all. College football is back, ladies and gentlemen. The Oregon mascot, man. On the TV, you can't see his face because it was a successful run to the back and don't let anybody see you. Right here, clear as day from the stands, everybody on this Oregon side, students, parents, alumni alike, can see. And he sees that everybody sees him, because if you can see them, then they can see him. And at that point, it's just about going as quickly as possible. I was studying it for a while. Shout out to Marcus Mariota, man. But yeah, what else? It was something. Oh, well, we'll get to it as we get there, huh? LSU fans dancing after beating Clemson in Clemson. I love Louisiana because it's so specific. Like, it's literally no place like it on, I want to say Earth, but just for the sake of being less dramatic. America, there's no place like it in America. It's its own thing. It's like Hawaii's kind of like that too. Alaska might be like that. I don't know much about Alaska, traditions and stuff, but Louisiana is its own thing, bro. It's so dope. LSU ran them boys. I ain't gonna lie. Just like Florida State ran Alabama, LSU ran them boys. Clemson, it was a tight game first half. Clemson had an early edge, and then LSU came back second half. They got, obviously got kind of, rigged a little bit on that one touchdown play from Baron Brown, and it looked like that was gonna stop all momentum and kind of halt things and get Clemson to win. However, Clemson, the defense, it was LSU's defense that was the key. They came back, didn't let them score, didn't really let Clemson score again for the rest of the game. Held it down for LSU's offense to get it right again and score again. And the next one, I believe it was Trades, the dude who plays basketball as well on the team, and that was a game winner. And then, yeah, they just kind of held it down for the rest of the game. The defense just anchored down for the rest of the game. All those guys they got from the transfer portal, Tamarcus Cooley over there from North Carolina State, the other guys that they got from the portal, it all paid off because the defense is pretty dang good, man. And in terms of quarterback, because they lost the quarterback to Michigan, the number one quarterback commit to Michigan, and that's how they had all the money to go out in the transfer portal. It paid off, bro, because, it's like, is it that bad if he can get another national championship and get it with Garrett Nussmeier and Nussmeier gets a Heisman? I don't think so. So we'll see what happens, but so far it's looking like LSU might be a national champion favorite, and Nussmeier might be a Heisman Trophy, if not finalist, the winner. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, all right. And this one was funny too. Tremaine Jackson claps back. So first of all, happy belated to Coach Tremaine Jackson, the head coach at Prairie View A&M. I made a video earlier this week of the Texas Southern coach trash talking. Chris Dishman trash talking Tremaine Jackson at the press conference for the Labor Day Classic in Houston, Texas. And he said, yeah, we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them like we beat them last year. We're going to do this. And we're going to send them back with pieces of the grass so they can remember this butt whooping we about to give them. And he need to stick to his day job and stop singing and just coach football, because I think he's much better at that. He's talking. Chris Dishman was talking, boy. And then so Prairie View won at the buzzer. Last second, exciting touchdown in the back of the end zone. Great pass to win the game at the buzzer. And Tremaine Jackson responded like this with a piece of the grass. Head back to the hill. Headed back to the hill, smiling too on his birthday, man. You better talk Tremaine Jackson. Hey, recruits, you got 4 hours to follow Tremaine Jackson back. You got 4 hours to follow Tremaine Jackson back. Ric Flair versus Paul Feinbaum happened randomly. Dear Mr. Feinbaum, as usual, you are the most absurd and incompetent analyst in all of college football. I'll take Heather Dennett at college football. Heather, any day over you. You must be expelled from ESPN. Every time I see you on TV, I turn it off. You have 22,000 followers. Paul Feinbaum has 7,733,000 followers. I have 9.3 million followers. Ric Flair on here has 1.2 followers. He probably has 9.3 million on Instagram. Let me see Ric Flair. Instagram. Oh, he added them all up, because this is 2.6. He should be expelled from ESPN. By the way, Ric Flair is a friend of the channel. Was just kind of like a random friend of the channel. Shout out to Ric Flair. Every time I see you on TV, I turn it off. You have 22,000 followers. I have 9.3 million followers. The fact that you would call out Jim Harbaugh last year and say that he would never be able to coach in the pros, and now he will probably win a Super Bowl, and the fact that you are predicting Texas will murder Ohio State is insane. Go look in the mirror and find something else to do for a living. It's so embarrassing. And then what else after that? He kept going. I'm a rat tooting this, fooding this, dot doodle this, dot dog it, get out it, it's out of Ric Flair, nature boy. Woo! Shout out Ric Flair. Well, Mr. Feinbaum, I guess you lose again. Florida State beat Alabama. Another bad prediction on your part. Do you know how hurtful it is to call people like Lincoln Riley, Jim Harbaugh, and Ryan Day out of name? You are so far off the mark. Smarten up. You're 0-2 so far. I'm actually embarrassed for you. And the comments you make about your people's personal lives, so sad. And then so after a while of just getting a beat down from Mr. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, Paul Feinbaum responded with one simple sentence. He said, 855-242-7285, ... Just in case you need the number for Monday. You better talk that talk. He said, I'd rather call 281-330-8804. Is that the gambler's line? Let me see. Is this the gambler's line? Oh, it's a song from Bones. What is this line? Oh, 218-330-8004. Okay, Mike Jones. I was saying Bones. I was like, huh? That Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Okay. Yeah. So that's it for college football, Grease. Next up, Michael Jackson. Happy belated birthday, Michael Jackson, man. I wish he would have been a friend of the channel so I could say friend of the channel, but you know, things ain't obviously panning out that way. Shout out to my boy Charles. Shout out to Kentucky Grilled Chicken, man. KGC. Shout out to Marco Plus. We talking about it. Gary, Indiana is celebrating Michael Jackson's birthday with the Jackson Family Festival. The city of Gary, Indiana, honored hometown music legend Michael Jackson and his family on Friday. Oh, this is written by who on CBS? Suzanne Lemieux. The city of Gary, Indiana, honored hometown music legend Michael Jackson and his family on Friday with a special black party near Jackson's childhood home on what would have been the pop star's 67th birthday for the King of Pop. The unmistakable sound of the King of Pop's music filled the air on music on Friday afternoon in Gary. There's dancing and Michael Jackson impersonations from 2300 Jackson Street block party at Roosevelt High School in Gary, the school where his brother and Jackson 5 bandmate Jackie Jackson attended. I always wanted to go to Michael Jackson's house. I always wanted to go to Michael Jackson's like childhood home in Gary, and I always wanted to go. And I've always wanted to interview him. I always wanted to interview the Jackson family. So I've said this before in the video, but I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. And yes, I have reached out. I have reached out to the Jackson family. So I still want to do it. Let me see. Indianapolis to Gary. I want to see how far it is. It's a 2-hour drive? What's the closest? Dang, I didn't know it was so far out there. The closest airport to Gary. It's a vibe all the time. Oh, Gary has an airport. Offering for greater flight options. They say, oh, Chicago. Let me see. Chicago to Gary. 33 minutes? I ain't gonna lie. It might be a let's go to the Chicago, go to the I might do that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Marlo Tugger was among those attending the block party wearing. I wish I knew that the last time I was in, like, I've been to Chicago like a couple times. I've never been to Gary, Indiana. I should have just did that. I didn't know it was so close. Marlo Tugger was among those attending the block party wearing her Jackson 5 t-shirt and an earring with a key in honor of Janet Jackson. The Jackson 5 and their family was a part of my family and my culture growing up, listening to their songs, Tugger said. We actually saw them at Roosevelt High School when they were the Jackson 5, and then I was fortunate enough to see them decades later in California. Brothers Marlon and Jackie spoke in front of their childhood home at 2300 Jackson Street, expressing their love for their hometown. Even when we go around the world, we talk about Gary, Indiana. Everybody knows where this is, Marlon said. Without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. We love you guys for that, Jackie said. Comedian Chris Tucker, a longtime friend of Michael's, attended the block party along Gary Mayor Eddie Melton, who spoke of the legacy of the Jackson 5 has left for the city. Oh, there was something else. Yeah. This isn't up here. To get the birthplace of the world's most famous entertainer and the world's most entertaining, famous entertainment family is truly an honor and a blessing, he said. The celebration continues on Saturday in Gary at Roosevelt High School with a special tribute to Tito Jackson, who passed away last year. Rest in peace to Tito Jackson, 100%. Yeah, one thing this story doesn't talk about, and shouts out to Suzanne for her write-up. The DJ was Kid Capri. Kid Capri, friend of the channel, man. Kid Capri, he be putting it on. So put it on, Big L, put it on. You got to put it on and on, put it on and on. Big L, you got to put it on. Go on. That's classic hip hop, huh? Talk to the kids, man. Talk to these kids. Let me pull up this thing from Gary themselves before I move on to the next scene. Let's see. Big L, you got to put it on and on, put it on, Big L, put it on. Where's the Gary, Indiana? City of Gary. Is there a City of Gary thing? City of Gary. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right, here we go. City of Gary government is going down. Mark your calendars. See, this is me just not being plugged in enough. They had this. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. Oh, the 29th. That was Friday. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. Free event, 12 to 7 on Friday, and then Saturday, 12 to 7. Hosted by Chris Tucker. Dang, DJ Caesar, KJ Caesar, DJ All Out, and DJ Cheech Beats. Oh, and then Kid Capri was on Saturday for Tito. Yeah. Big L, you got to put it on and on. Big L, you got to put it on. Huh? And the one on Saturday for Tito. Well, no LaToya Jackson or Janet Jackson. Nope. Mayor Eddie Melton on Celebrate. Oh, dang. He did a interview with Breakfast.
Marlon and Jackie be in town, building a great relationship with that next generation of the Jacksons. So shout out to Siggy Jackson, which is Jackie's oldest son, Prince, Michael's son, who have been supportive to figure out how do we change that narrative about Gary and let people know the positive things that's happened. Yeah. So for several years, for a little bit over a decade, there was no formal celebration or acknowledgement that the world's most famous entertainment family was from Gary, and Michael Jackson from Gary. So I worked with the governor at that time. We got the highway signage set in place to let people know from a tourism perspective. But now we're going to have a formal event to let the world know you can come in. We got
the craziest part about this. So you know how like in Akron, obviously there's the LeBron James Museum, the LeBron James home court and stuff. And I went out there, and please watch that short if you feel like it, if you feel obliged to, if you're curious about how a LeBron James museum would look like and stuff. But Akron, man, puts on for LeBron. I mean, LeBron and the LeBron Foundation, like, because the museum itself is in the LeBron James Community Center. So like Akron has this community center with Chase Bank there. Chase Bank is giving financial literacy and just lessons to the people of Akron. Everybody in there that's working obviously has jobs, and you know they're making money through LeBron. So LeBron's giving people jobs. LeBron's giving people financial literacy, and then he's giving them something to do. In the front, there's a theater, and at the theater there's a stage, and then they do spoken word there. They do some nights they have spoken word, some nights they have R&B night. That's where, I don't know if you guys saw LeBron at karaoke and stuff like that for R&B night. That was in Akron, Ohio, at his community center over there in Akron. I believe it's like 23 and Home is what it's called, but it's something like that, right? They have a gift shop out there, and then they have like local businesses. So local businesses that have like, it's like a sweets business in there. There's another business in there. There's a couple more. And then over on the kind of the main kiosk is like a Starbucks. Obviously, Starbucks is probably one of the corporate partners and sponsors of that place. to build it up, just like Chase Bank is. And then so you go down, and then there's like this kind of like any other community center, like there's a hall where you can host events. So as I was there, they were setting up for another event that had nothing to do with LeBron. It was like, you know, just a regular event that people were hosting at the LeBron James Community Center. You go downstairs, and that's the museum and all the spectacle that it is, with like artwork everywhere and his personal collectibles. And they tell you, please don't touch it because this stuff is really LeBron stuff that he donated for this museum and for this exhibit. Just respect it. And they have all of his stuff from his office chair, which is a throne, to dang like just personal photos and personal autograph items that he had growing up, like including like Allen Iverson's signature shoe that he signed and said, "Good luck, LeBron," and all of these things, all of these cool little collectibles and nice moments. The fact that the thing that I didn't know is he was doing Michael Jordan's camp so often. And that's why I made it the photo. That was like just very shocking to me. I was like, what the heck? And then you go around Akron, and it's like, it's a regular town. It's, you know, outside of that, it's just a regular town. But the LeBron James Museum is like an entire building that dedicates itself to one of the more famous people in America, in American history, that is from this random small town. It's like we acknowledge it and we celebrate it and we salute it. And I think a lot of that was from LeBron because, you know, it's his foundation and stuff like that. But it's LeBron giving back to his hometown. People say he can't get back to his hometown. Just look at the building. The building's like the whole essence of that. I say all that to say this too. There is no Michael Jackson museum, and there is no Michael Jackson even statue. Michael Jackson doesn't even have a statue, bro. Like there's a sign up in front of his house now that has like Michael Jackson birth home, and it says like 1958 to 2009. Like that's it. That's it, bro. Like there's no statue, there's no like landmark other than their house. And their house is like the Jackson family home, child home. That's it. And for Michael Jackson, that's crazy. Even like he said, we got the signage on the highway. Even in Atlanta, off Campbellton Road, they got a sign that say, welcome to West Fulton, home of Cam Newton, 2010 national champion and Heisman winner Cam Newton. Even they have a sign for Cam Newton, bro, in Cam Newton's hometown. And Cam was one of them ones. Don't get it messed up. He was one of them ones in high school, college, and the pros. Like he's literally kind of one of those few people to be it and that guy at all three levels. Don't get it twisted. At the same time, it's like, dang, Cam Newton got a sign in his hometown to acknowledge his hometown. And the stacked home, y'all know what Atlanta is. And the stacked hometown that Atlanta is, Cam Newton gets a sign before Michael Jackson gets a sign in Gary, Indiana. It's crazy, bro. So shout out to Eddie Melton for at least getting it right, bro. I mean, because you got to think, Gary's like, they're just, their reputation is just in the trash, bro. People talk about Gary like it's dang Chirac. They talk about Gary. Here's the Midwest cities I be hearing. It's crazy. Gary, Indiana, Milwaukee, Chicago, obviously. Bro, it was so crazy with Chicago growing up because, you know, I'm Chief Keef's age. Man, and I listen to rap music. So, bro, I get up to dang Chicago. Chicago, a great city. It's a beautiful city. I remember I asked Anthony Davis, like, what he thought about Chicago, what it really needs to clean up. He said, I think Chicago's great, this and that. I'm thinking Anthony Davis is just being smart. And a part of it was him just being smart. However, I get to the city. It is a beautiful, sensational city. And I got to go back up there eventually, apparently, because Gary only 30 minutes away. I love to go with somebody. However, solo trips are cool. And since it's football season, I don't get off on the weekends. So it had to be something that I do like, you know, during the week. Like I fly up, a day trip type thing, eat in Chicago, eat at my favorite places, you know, shout out to the Black Vegans, shout out to I Can't Believe It's Not Me. Is that yeah, I think that's Chicago too. I Can't Believe It's Not Me in Chicago. Vegan World Cafe. I think they do like a I Can't Believe It's Not Me. Not me. Yeah, that's Chicago. It's Chicago. Yeah. So I got to go to I Can't Believe It's Not Me Vegan World Cafe. I got to check them out. I think they might be a food truck or a cart or, you know what I'm saying, something like that now, a vendor type deal. But I got to go support them, see my boy Israel, Elihu Israel, and things of that sort. And yeah, man, I think, I just got to go up there. And then so I could drive down to Gary and check out Gary, see what's happening. I'll probably do a day trip. Just come first thing in the morning, rent a car, and then drive down to Gary and then eat some food in Chicago. And then probably about 2-3 meals. Pack a meal with me, put it in my book bag. I'll just bring a carry-on. Yeah, well, that's why I use it. Do that and then fly back home at night and go to the Jackson home. I'm planning this out in real time, but yeah.
Chris Tucker coming in. He's going to celebrate with us.
Wow.
DJ Kid Capri is going to be there as well to have a good time with us. Denise Williams is going to host one day. So we got a lot of folks, local DJs, DJ All Out, DJ K Caesar, DJ Cheech Beat. So we're bringing the community together, but people from around the world are reaching out from Australia, London, to say they want to recognize and celebrate Michael at 2300 Jackson Street. You remember that song? You don't remember that song?
No, probably not.
You got to Google that song.
Damn. What you got going on this weekend?
August 29th is Michael's birthday.
Man. For sure. Salute. And shout out to Chris Tucker as well for being just a good friend, bro. Like, that's the definition of a good friend, dog. Like, he always, who's the dude looking like Elon? Is funny. Like, holding down his boy forever, that's what it looks like, man. For real, bro. Holding down his friend. Like at Essence Fest, dancing to all his music, you know what I'm saying, not shined away after documentaries and people like, you know what I'm saying, dirt slinging fest. Like, he's still staying there by his boy, bro, and I really respect that, man. Shout out to Chris Tucker, dog. I feel like Gary's on, and I had Milton and the friends of Michael. They got it right. I'm glad. We're hoping to see more Jackie and Marlon, especially also Randy and Janet. Rest in peace, Michael and Tito. We always love you. Yeah, Jermaine as well. Jermaine, Randy, Janet, LaToya, just like they said. Yeah, praise God. Which Jackin is that with the glasses and the leather coat? That's Jackie. He's the one who kicks around there. That's Chris Tucker now. Not a Jackson. That's funny. Oh, they said with the leather jacket. Oh, okay. I'm tweaked up. Jackie, we always love you and Marlon. Jackson family, sending love and hugs. Not for sure. Shouts out to the Jacksons, bro. See, now this I know it has. Oh, is that
United States, but worldwide?
See,
we have produced some of the top artists in the world, not only in the United States, but world.
I gotta mute it because of music. Dang, they just had to put Michael Jackson music on it, huh? I think Marlon lived in Atlanta for a long time, bro. And I was kind of mad I never ran into him. One time we ran into Ronnie from Belle Biv DeVoe at like a UPS, bro. And my mom was like, "Don't turn behind you, like that's Ronnie."
So it's a special place. It's a special place.
He looked like Tizo Touchdown. Dang. Does Tizo Touchdown look like Michael Jackson? Wait, hold on, bro. Did I just wait? Hold on, little twin. Hold on, little twin. What did I just do? Does Tizo touchdown look like Michael Jackson? Is this something that is this like a thing? Am I the only person that's ever said this? Ain't no way I'm the only person that said this. Tizo touchdown is not a thing. People think he looked like Michael Jackson. Maybe it's just Michael Jackson impersonators. So like I'll ride with Esther. Shout out to Esther. She's a model. She does a lot of stuff like in California. Like when Tyler is doing Flogna and stuff like that last year, she dressed up as the Chromacopia, like Saint Chroma character, but she did it with like the monochrome colors, like right, obviously chrome and stuff like that. But like she kind of put the makeup on to where she looked like she was in black and white, moving in slow motion and stuff. Very dope individual. I'm a huge fan of hers, and she's a big person when it comes to well, it's funny. It's funny because a big person of the Bible and Christianity. But I think I'm just realizing right now that this little thing and wait, no, that might be. Hold on, let me see. Let me check the word now. For you, oh, hold on. Let me share screen. That's there. 4:14. Here's Esther 4:15. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for all Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this? That is definitely not what she put here. Perhaps the moment for which you have been created. This is the moment for which you've been created. That is not. Let me check another version just to make sure. Where King James at? This new King James? Where the old King James? Where they speaking in Bible? Let me see. King James. I'm scroll past it. Give me a second. King James. All right, twin. Let me see. New International Version. King James. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall there enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place, but thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Definitely does not say in any, perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created, Esther 4:15. That is not what the Bible verse says. But she says it. Tizo touchdown really looks so much like young Michael Jackson. All right, so it's been said. It's out there. I was like, dang, that kid looks like Tizo touchdown. All right, anyway.
This is home for us. You know that, don't you?
Oh man, and they're signing Jackson Records. Oh, that's fire. Get your Jackson vinyl signed by Jackson, huh?
Artists that have come out of.
That's crazy, bro. Oh, this is Heartbreak Hotel. Day 2 has begun. Rest in peace to Tito. Yeah. Oh yeah, they for sure getting me out of here for that one, boy. I got to mute that expeditiously. The Jackson estate does not play. They will get their coin. Day 2 is here. Yeah. Yeah, Jackson 5. Yeah. Interview with Jackie and Marlon. Dang, salute. That's fire. Then we got mad people coming here. 7:30. Y'all must have just all woke up at 7:30, huh? That threw me off. All right, here we go. More pictures. That's nice, man. Gary, Indiana. Yeah, at Roosevelt High School. I've never interviewed. I don't think I've ever. No, I probably met Chris Tucker. Like, said, "Hey, Chris." He probably said, "Hey." Probably done that. Never have I ever like talked to him though. No discussions. Definitely not an interview. I would love to interview Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker, if you're watching this, I love to interview you, bro. Shouts out to the people of Gary, Indiana. And just the Michael Jackson fans, bro. Gary's not as bad as people say it is. I grew up there, went to Jefferson, Beckman, and Horace Mann. We all survived with no issues. My sisters and brothers went to school with Michael Jackson. They only say it was bad because black folks were moving in. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, too, though. Freddie Gibbs is making that voice, man. Crime pays, but the crime pays. Huh? Who is this? This is Denise Williams. Oh, so Denise Williams is also from Gary. That's why they had her singing. Shout out to Denise Williams, and they giving her flowers while she's still here. Here's the proclamation. I don't know. It's just like the mayor is doing it right, bro. Shout out to all the black mayors doing it well, dog, for sure. Yes, sir. Chris Tucker, man. Chris Tucker. Mother. Chris Tucker gonna be there all day tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring your own energy and lawn chairs. Volunteer for Saturday. Hudson Street, meet in the parking lot. Volunteer sign up is required. What you can bring drones, tents, weapons, attachable lens cameras. Yeah. Non-video pocket camera you can bring. Okay. Dang. My man, Eddie Melton's on the Breakfast Club. Yes, sir. Eddie Melton, I'm a fan of yours, man. I hope you're not doing nothing crazy to the... You don't have no fan page? What talking about message? I ain't about to add you as a friend. I'm just trying to follow you, bro. He does not have a public page, bro. He just has a... Eddie, come on, bro. Gary, Indiana, let's get right. What are we doing here? I for sure want to go to Gary, though. What does he? Hello, City of Gary. Due to large response, my suggestions had GPT buses, people who are handicapped as well. Nah, for sure. I wonder what they responded. We are looking into possibly transporting seniors and challenge walkers with golf carts, ma'am. They'll be there to assist you transporting to seating. Oh, and here it is right here. Getting into the block party, free driving and parking. Free parking is available on a grassy lot directly across from Roosevelt High School football field. No parking is allowed in neighborhood side streets. Residents that live in the area will be able to pass barricades with a valid ID. Taking a bus, ride the L3 Crosstown Connector and stop and ask at 25th and Harrison, or ride the Broadway BMX line and get off at 25th and Parkway. Yeah, I'm really about to go, bro. I'm for sure about to go. My mom might be a good person to go with if she wants to go. Because she'd be like, I really don't want to go on a plane and do all that flying like you just to go for a day. Just to see Michael Jackson, childhood home. All right. Anyways, let's get to the next scene. I'm just really planning in real time. Jeremy Lin has retired, man. Shout out to Linsanity. A great career, brother. Great career. Let's read this first. As athletes, we are always aware of the possibility that retire is never far away. I spent my 15-year career knowing that one day I would have to walk away, and yet actually saying goodbye to basketball today has been the hardest decision I've ever made. It's been an honor of a lifetime to compete against the fiercest competitors under the brightest lights and challenge what the world thought was possible for someone who looks like me. I've lived out my wildest childhood dreams to play in front of fans all around the world. I will forever be the kid who felt fully alive every time I touched a basketball. So many people have sacrificed and poured into my journey more than I ever could repay. Thank you for all for believing in me, for walking with me, and for celebrating my highs and picking me up in my lows. This is a ride I never wanted to end, but I know it's time. I will forever miss playing basketball in front of you. Oh, but our time will go beyond just playing. Here's to what's ahead. Love you all. This one, bro, was tough for me because Jeremy Lin, like, obviously I was a huge Linsanity fan. Like, Linsanity happened when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still kind of young enough to be like, oh, Linsanity is one of my favorite players, just like everybody else around the world right at the time. And yeah, that was the case, right? So then he goes to Atlanta, goes to the Hawks, and at this point I'm old enough, covering the league for a couple of years. I think I already graduated college when he was here. And when he was here, bro, it was like, I don't know, it was like surrealistic because on that team it was Jeremy Lin and it was Vince Carter. And those are two people, you know, obviously you just kind of grow up watching with basketball. So to like cover both of them and interact with both of them on a regular basis was like insane to me, dude. It was insane, bro. And Jeremy Lin was like the nicest dude, bro. He was the nicest dude. Like, he was always open, honest, but just aware of what was going on. Trey, I just went on Trey's page just to make sure he didn't say anything. He ain't saying nothing to Jeremy Lin. Did they not tell him he watching college football? Trey watching college football. Trey, post about Jeremy Lin. He probably said something on Instagram. He probably commented on Instagram. This is why exactly you stuck in ATL with no chance of winning a championship. What in the world? Oh, okay, because you said you worried about a lot being an assist. This is exactly why you stuck at ATL with no chance of winning a championship, because you value stats so much to the point where you publicly admit that a certain kind of pass doesn't go on a sheet. You stop doing them. What if it's a wide open lane to the basket for an easy score? You won't throw the lob because it gives you an easy assist? Pathetic. Depends on if I can get my teammate the same easy two, I'm going to pass it. But I've always been able to score. Do your research. I get that. I understand your logic, but that's not what you said. But it's all good. What do you say? He said you responding. Now you punk out. It should definitely be counted, but why stop throwing them if it's a smart play? Because they both work. It's easier for bigs to catch it than the air off the backboard anyways. You and I wouldn't understand. And that's just what I've been told. No reason to throw it off the glass besides the flare. That's why it's the same result. 100%. Let me see Jeremy Lin's like announcement of this. Jeremy Lin. I'm trying to see if I could go directly to his Instagram post. Is it in here? Is it in here? Because I want to see the comments. 3,000. No. All right, I found the post. Okay, view more on Instagram. Is this gonna be it? Let's see. This should be it. Oh, I went to his page. Instagram is so exclusive now. If you can't get the exact post, here we go. Got the exact post. Got to pause for the NBA's sake. Where the comments? Love you, bro. Jeremy Lin's dunk. Hoop Junkie. Chameleon. You broke the barrier for sure. Miles Che. MC Jen. Shout out to MC Jen. Yes, sir. But yeah. Jeremy Lin is a great dude, bro. Like, I'm talking like he's in his faith. He's a strong believer, everything like that. Unashamed in his faith. understanding of his platform and stuff like that. He's just a cool dude, bro. He remember my name, bro. Like they introduce him and say, "Hey, Jeremy, this Rashad." We do a full interview, 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. I've interviewed Jeremy one-on-one probably like 3-4 times when he was in Atlanta, which was a lot. And his stories will always perform well, of course. But like for me, I had a genuine interest in him because he was Jeremy Lin. Like I'm a fan of Jeremy Lin myself at the time. You know, I was still like that young kid in high school at interviewing and stuff. So, but we do 5-7 minute interviews one-on-one, and at the end, I shake his hand. I'll be like, "Thank you, Jeremy," and he'd be like, "Thanks, Rashad." I'll be like, "Bro, how the heck this dude remember my name, bro?" Like that was just something that was so impressive to me because it was someone of like that stature remember my name. He meets a gazillion people every day. So Jeremy Lin, definitely a good dude. Happy retirement. Best of luck to raising the family, everything like that. And yeah, man, thank you for all your contributions to the game and to the Asian community and all of that, bro. You are definitely a legend. And I'm glad that you received your flowers while you were playing, for sure. Next up, I'm Lil Nas X's father. My son's arrest is the ultimate price of fame. Robert Stafford, the father of the Old Town Road rapper charged with beating an police officer, says pressure and his mother addiction weighed heavily on him. And I also saw something that was like he wasn't under the influence of drugs. That's a report I saw. That's why I even looked this up and found this. This is from the Sunday Times. Kieran Southern in Los Angeles publishes. Here we go. 5 years ago, Lil Nas X was toast of the Grammy Awards after spectacular success on his debut single. That night, the musician, whose real name is Montero Hill, won 2 awards and was nominated for 6. A critically acclaimed performance at Glastonbury followed, heralding the arrival of a major new force in pop. Last week, the 26-year-old was arrested and charged with injuring a police officer, an accusation he denies. He was taken to the hospital with suspected OD, and after being filmed wandering down a Los Angeles boulevard, nude with only but underwear and a pair of cowboy boots, it marks a remarkable fall from grace for the pop rapper, who in 2022 became the youngest honoree of America's esteemed Songwriters Hall of Fame. 2 years after Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Now, speaking to the Times for the first interview since his son's arrest, Hill's father described his son's quote-unquote breakdown as the ultimate price of fame. Quote-unquote, "I understand how the music business is," said Robert Stafford, a 56-year-old gospel singer from Atlanta, Georgia. "It's like a high. When you get to that level, you want that drug again. You want to hit that high again." Hill has been charged with 3 felony counts of battery with injury on a police officer and 1 felony count of resisting an executive officer. The singer appeared in court this week and was released on the $75,000 bond, conditional on attending drug treatment. If convicted as charged, Hill, who was pictured in blue jail scrubs, faces 5 years in prison. Dang. Is he buried? No, he's got on flip-flops. Stafford blamed the unrelenting pressure of trying to match his earlier success, being a provider for his family, and fears of his mother for his son's ordeal. Hill's mother has battled addiction and in 2021 was filmed begging for food on the street corner in Atlanta. Stafford said for a 26-year-old to have to deal with what he's dealing with, to be the breadwinner for a lot of people, the inability to change his mother's situation and the pressure he puts on himself. Hill has tried to help his mother, Stafford said, but she has so far resisted his offers. "Quote unquote, that can weigh heavily on your heart," he added. Stafford defended his son, saying he was unfortunate that as a celebrity, his worst moment was caught on camera and beamed around the world. He flew to Los Angeles to support him and sobbed at seeing Hill in jail clothing behind the glass. "I went to visit him in jail, and as soon as I walked through that door, I couldn't help to do anything but cry," Stafford said. "To see my baby boy on the other side of that glass, we shed tears with each other for a minute, and I had to tell him, what you're going through is normal. We all have breakdowns every now and again, but the difference is yours gets played out in the public eye." Stafford said seeing the video of his son was distressing, but from the footage, he thought he was like, that's not even him, and realized he was suffering. Hill gave a heartfelt apology. "When I went to visit, he asked me to say, tell everybody I'm sorry they saw me like that. And even in that moment, he was apologizing to people for something he was going through. Man, that's deep. Hill grew up in Atlanta and lived with his mother until he was 10. Stafford obtained full custody in light of the former partner's addiction problems. "Quote unquote, she was a good mother," Stafford said of Tamika Hill before her troubles. Stafford, who sings gospel music in what he describes as "quote unquote" inspirational songs in his own releases, spotted his son's talent early. He nurtured it by presenting him with an MP3 player filled with Usher songs. Hill was a bright student and studied computer science at the University of West Georgia. He dropped out to pursue a career in music. Stafford admits half-jokingly that he did not support the decision at the time. Hill paid $20 at the time at an Atlanta recording studio in December 2018 and $30 to download a beat. It was then he created Old Town Road. The song, hip-hop infused country track, first went viral on social media before storming the charts. Billy Ray Cyrus spotted its potential and recorded a remix version with Hill. That song spent 19 consecutive weeks on top of the Billboard Hot 100, a record. Hill had gone from college dropout to global star in a matter of months. Oh, that's crazy. Then he came out gay as gay on Twitter. Stafford said he was already sure of his son's sexuality when he received the midnight call before the public announcement. "I told him, no matter what, you're my child. I will always love you, no matter your sexual preferences," Stafford recalled telling Hill, who won praise for his LGBT advocacy. The 62nd Grammy Awards were held in Los Angeles in January 2020. Hill had 6 nominations, including Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and Best New Artist. He won pop duo group performance and Best Video, capping a meteoric rise. Hill followed up with 2021 album Montero, Call Me By Your Name, which reached number 2 in the U.S. and included a couple chart-topping singles. "Someone who loves me, I need you. Someone who needs me, 'cause I feel the summer voice, someone my face, and I want somebody love. That's what I really want." And then the other joint that I like, obviously, is "I told you long ago on a road, I mean, what you waiting for? It seems nothing more. It's just like when he made those joints, man, I felt like Buddy was on the Buddy was like on top of the world and everything like that. Doesn't shock me at all. Since K-Dot been rapping, he's been taken stylistically. Andre 3000, Nas, now Drake the Ruler. He's an amazing performance. Good thing no one thinks what you think. Oh, that's funny. He's an amazing mimic, just my opinion. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, anyways. But yeah, he also dropped this year the EP Days Before Dream Boy. Like Days Before Rodeo. It's funny because Dream Boy's coming out this year. He courted controversy around this time. That's what happened. After the "I Want Somebody Love," and he played the football player and he was kissing his teammate. Oh man, it just went crazy from there. Giving the devil a lap dance and coming out with the devil customs, Nike PEs and things of that sort. And then talking about the man, he just kept going, bro. And he was like, "Bro, I ain't mocking religion. Y'all think I am? I'm just being funny. That's what I am, funny." And I was like, "Bro, is this dude, he kind of off." But yeah. Folks try to tell him stop playing with his name, boy. Anyways, he courted controversy around this time. The music video for the single from Montero featured him giving the devil a lap dance. Conservative deemed it immoral. Hill has not released an album since. His long-awaited record, Dream Boy, is expected this year. Stafford believes his son will recover and that the incident is a wake-up call. "Quote unquote, hopefully this is a turning point in his mental stability," he said. "Sometimes God will take you through your worst moment to give you your best moment." Very ironic. His dad is like a gospel artist. Hill broke his silence on Instagram and seemed to agree. "That was terrifying," he said in a video to his fans. "That was a terrifying last 4 days, but your girl's going to be all right." Dang. Yeah, this is a video, man. He walking the streets with a cone on his head, underwear and some boots. Shout out to Skywater as well. That's his dog. Or that's Lil Nas X dog. That's their dog, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Shout out to Skywater too. Next, this is a nice little video I saw. Tashina Arnold, Erica Campbell's daughter. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Erica Campbell, Mary, and Tashina Arnold as well. They were hanging out and they were saying,
Love me with your whole heart. He wants it all today. Serve me with your life now. He wants it all today. Bow down, let go of your idols. He wants it all today. He wants it all today. He wants it all today. So give it all. I was off. And there's a God that walks over the earth. Looking for a child that will give it all. He wants it all. And he says, love me with your whole heart.
Yeah, they were singing it though. I ain't gonna lie. They was getting down. Shouts out to Doe. Shouts out to Forever Jones for sure. Doe friend of the channel. Yeah, sure. Classic record. Timeless record, huh? Timeless music. That was dope. Them girls were singing. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's see what the comments talking about. Missy Ellie just put the laughing emoji. The kids gonna be all right. They both got their mama face 100%. If you and your bestie aren't like this, you need a new bestie. They all go to the same church. Okay, I love this. What happened? Who is this? What in the digital world is this? Just like our mama. Dumb question, but are good singing voices genetic? Okay, we need Brandy's daughter and they got a group. We thinking. All four in the room take us to the throne. So what point do we acknowledge that Tisha Campbell only has 2 kids and they're both boys? What does that have to do with this post? You seen a post of 2 daughters singing well, and the first thing you think about when we acknowledge you can't read, it doesn't say Tisha Campbell. It's Erica Campbell from Mary. Loud and wrong. That's funny. Oh, she thought that's okay. She thought it was Gina and Pam's daughters. They're playing around, but you can tell they have really nice voices like their mamas, 100%. And to think they're just playing around, hitting harmonies left and right. Facts. Song credit, He Wants It All, group Forever Jones. Yeah, shout out to Doe. I love when celebrity kids get together and they all represent their parents so well. Facts. I love this song growing up. Maya Jones and from Forever Jones leads worship at my church. Shouts out to Maya Jones. They pass down beautiful voices. I heard Miss Tashina Arnold in one of the notes. God bless. Pam's daughter is really funny and can sing just like her mama. Facts. She sounds exactly like her mother, Pam. I mean, Tashina. The children are doing just fine. The children gonna be all right. Proof most girls look like their dad. What? She look like her mama. Singing my song too. Okay, I love them. I love this. Get them in the studio. All right. We about to go to the next thing. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, niece. All right, let's go to the next scene, man. Shall we? We are winding up to the end of today's stream or yesterday's stream. Is this a dream home?
Yeah, this is new.
No, this is a secret door. Open it. Pull.
Shut up.
I've seen like the first half of this video, by the way.
My word. It's a disco room. Shut up. It's a whole nother room.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Right here. Okay. Go ahead. Open that door. What did you do?
What the heck?
What did you do? You broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This goes. Yeah. Pull.
What is it?
It's a blockbuster video with all of the best.
And you got a TV going on.
Okay, no, come over. We're gonna go down the trap door. Go. Open that door. I would not open that door. If you open that door, back up. Yeah. So I told you. Okay.
What?
Yeah. I just watch where you stand.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's why. But there's the foam pit. You can jump down there. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Oh, she disappeared practically.
Also, another.
What did you knock over? I'll meet you downstairs.
Hey.
It's a big fall. All right, come on.
You need to work out. Just
This
be a
way?
tour of the new house.
This way.
Okay.
Now, open that door. Oh, you think so?
Okay. We have another door.
I hate my hand so much.
Right there.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, there's a finger.
Oh, okay.
How about
Going for
I
the
am
tongue,
pulling?
it felt like.
Oh, what?
Oh, it opens.
Oh, safe.
Yeah. So you got to give it a twirl.
Okay.
You definitely.
Whoa, it's glowing. What is this?
It's a glow in the dark room. There you go.
Another room.
So that's the glow in the dark room. This way. Now this is sitcom corner.
Yeah.
What sitcom is that?
Friends.
If you look in the peephole,
You said,
you can actually see the Friends set.
Hey, it's the apartment.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Let me see if I can actually get a good shot. There's the apartment,
Oh,
and
what
that
the
is
heck?
in the Friends door. And if you open it up,
Oh,
you'll see that no, it's not.
just a normal bedroom.
No, the Friends apartment is actually on the back.
Oh my
Whoa!
Be careful.
Wow, that's so pretty.
Oh, this was a
This is
Waverly
Penny
Place.
Lane. This is
Oh
all
my gosh.
pennies.
Oh.
Okay, there's an old telephone there. Pick it up.
Hello.
It works, right?
Yes. He's like,
Oh no, yeah.
sign a waiver of heart attacks when you walk through your house. Honestly,
or what the
this
heck?
is insane. You guys did so much since I've been here.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
how
I've
high
seen
you
that.
are.
I've seen one of
Crazy.
these
You
before.
basically live in a fun house. I don't know what you do all day.
I have fun.
He said I have fun.
I'm the brother, by the way, but I had to hold the camera so she could do the fun things.
Okay, so here's the thing. Do you eventually like it seems like a cool thing off top, but then you have a lot of fun, right? And then you get used to it, and then it's no longer fun. And then it's like, dang, did I spend all that money on like something to enjoy for like say 6 months to a year, and then you get used to it? I don't know. I think about stuff like that. Imagine having to get up at night and you have to walk half a block, solve 3 puzzles, and dodge a door to your face at 2 a.m. to take a pee. That's exactly what I was thinking too. But in House in Norway, oh, this is fire.
They're tree houses. Covered with 18,000 wooden tiles, it's designed to blend in harmony with nature.
Oh, that's fire.
The tree houses are located in Odda, Norway. The newest addition, Mountaintop Treehouse, boasts a handcrafted wooden bathtub and a bed that is lowered from the ceiling by the touch of a button. All tree houses are equipped with a small kitchen, bathroom, flushing toilets, linen, and Wi-Fi. So once you've made it up the hike, there's only one thing left to do, is
That's
relax.
cool.
Welcome to Woodness,
Wow.
Norway.
I'll stay there in Norway. I don't know if I'll hike up the snow. I'm from the south. I don't know if I'll do that to get there, but yeah. First it seemed cool, but then it transcended to creepy 100%. An underground bunker where he can go to.
First of all, let's just have a look at the water level. Because this time of year, I'm normally flooding. I've got the pump in place here in case it floods. Have a look here. The water level is really, really low. And that's it. That's all we've got, look. 4 foot of water. Very rare for this time of year. Don't trip over that cable. That's all down on the well. Let's go in the bunker now.
Man, heck no,
Let's
he's
see,
sleeping in there.
Get on the tunnel cart. Obviously, this is my bunker if anyone wants to see it.
Missing the
More of that in other videos. Let's go down the Great Escape Tunnel.
Oh, heck no. I ain't doing that.
Into the new bunker. That's it. Get off that. Stop tunnel cart. Oh, where's that going? Right, you stay there. Have a look in here. So, my WC, look. I've got a toilet in my new bunker. How good's this?
A toilet in
Just
my
imagine
new
how
bunker.
peaceful this will be. I can sneak away from the house in the morning, down here. How relaxing was all the men will understand this. This is like your sacred time. Anyway, follow for more. See you later. Thank you. Bye bye.
That's funny. That's funny. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm definitely not sleeping under. I don't trust it enough, man. Have you seen the person opening the door? What does that mean? Let me see. You open the door from the door opener. Ah, that's funny. Shouts out to the king over there. That's funny. Door opener got a door opener. Savannah Bananas. Nightmare. This went from cool to a bit much. Third option, waste of money. Good luck reselling that nightmare of a house. That's funny. She said, a hidden door? That's funny. How awesome, annoying actress. Why do I find her to be irritating? Burn it to the ground. Oh, burn it to the ground. Great. The house is so obnoxious and unnecessary, just like the Cybertruck. That's a great way to put it. Me at the end of the video, absolute cinema. That's funny. If he puts lotion on his skin, it gets holes again vibes. Trying to find a bathroom, 100%, bro. Now, this is the kind of house you can hide with the ops come without getting caught for real. How many rooms did you count? Imagine cleaning it, nightmare, the cameraman, like, ha 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 ha. Yeah, no thanks, I agree. It'll be fun the first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be fun the first time. Double Dare is funny. See, but that's the thing. It looks like the doors are just different ways to get to the same rooms. Like, so you could probably get to the rooms like in an easy way, right? Easier way than that. So you don't have to hide or everything like that. But I don't know. I'm just thinking from a safety standpoint. If I had to like hide some stuff, hide some valuables, hide myself, how safe would it be? Would it be this safe? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. But yeah. And the last thing I wanted to discuss, man. So there's been a lot of discussion, bro, on Atlanta hip hop, the state of Atlanta rap, the state of Atlanta hip hop, the culture. They said, is the Atlanta era over? Is Atlanta down bad? Atlanta this and that. How can Atlanta recover from this? Atlanta never gonna recover from this. Yeah, young the trade, the snitch. They still talking about snitch. They still releasing calls with Lil Baby allegedly with 21 Savage behind bar. They just snitch. They got Sauce Walker and the whole snitches ESPN analysts on Academic Stream discussing what is snitching and what is not. As you guys know, I've been tired of it since day one. And that ain't my lane. That ain't my thing. I stay away from it. For the most part, I played it because it was trending. But at some point, you got to draw a line in the sand. I ain't discussing it anymore. So instead of discussing that and the downfall of Atlanta hip-hop, let me tell you something. Atlanta hip-hop is very, very far away from falling off. And I'll tell you why. Just to give you an example of this, I decided to put together a list of my 30 favorite albums from Atlanta artists that came out just this year in 2025. Just this year in 2025. And now I have a lot of little kind of notes beforehand because I had to say it. Lil Baby's Wham and Gunna's The Last One just aren't for me. That just ain't for me. You know, I did review Wham earlier this year. And I didn't review the last one, but I listened to it while I was driving back from Akron up to Cleveland a couple weeks ago and things of that sort in a rental car. I didn't listen to Zakuni. I didn't listen to his Slatanic album because of the name. I'm just weird about that stuff, which is very ironic because I have two albums here that are affiliated with people who are like weird on that type of timing as well, like too close for affiliation for me. And we'll get into that later. And yeah. Okay, and I have a couple more notes. Mind you, this is all before listening to a full 2025 project from B6, Dior vs. You, Isaiah Kaleo, Arkello, Southside Silhouette, Skate Star, Slime Cedo, Money Man, Pluto, Chase Shakur, Bunna B, Asia Markel, OJ the Juice Man, Lil Nas X, Mariah the Scientist, Young Dro, Zaytoven, and Nungum Hondo. I believe all of them released full projects this year or projects of some sort this year. I haven't listened to any of them or at least finished any of those yet. I also want to know, Atlanta also has some amazing singers like Sakura, Capwani, India Sean, and Jalen Josie. They just haven't dropped projects this year. Rapper Bankroll Nee hasn't dropped a project this year. Tony Schnall hasn't dropped a project this year. Ben Riley hasn't dropped a project this year. Kenny Mason hasn't dropped a project this year. Caribou hasn't dropped a project this year. And Rory hasn't dropped a project this year. With that being said, all those things aside, let's get into my top 30 albums from Atlanta artists this year. Number 30, Trap Art by Man Savage. Shouts out to the East Side. Shouts out to everybody over there for sure. 29, Petricide from Father. Shouts out to Father, Alpha Records founder, everything like that. 28, Audimar by Audi, friend of the channel, obviously came on stream, everything like that. She is a rapper. This was her debut EP. It reminded me a lot of C. Alexandra's debut EP last year, and stuff like that. Shout out to C. Alexandra as well. 27, Sunset Anxiety by Mo Knows. Shouts out to my brother Mo Knows, as you guys know, obviously friend of the channel, childhood friend, things of that sort. His song Find Me, I just texted him this yesterday, but the song Find Me is probably my favorite song of his ever. And it's like a country song. It's like, I heard the brown ride home just to come back round, back round, back round, back round. I took the road less travel just to come back round, back round, back round, back round. And hope that you find me. I don't know. I like it. Shouts out to Find Me. Amazing song on those. Sunset Anxiety is his EP, he said, before his album. So we'll see when the album or the full tape comes out. But yeah, I like it in the meantime. 26, speaking of my childhood friends and friends of the channel, Who Better Than Me by CEO Tally. This was an album that I was reviewing, and then Tally just seen it as I was reviewing it. So he jumped in the chat, and then he jumped in the live, and I did a quick little interview with him. But he makes like just boss up music. You know, it's kind of like a Atlanta Rick Ross stuff of like, yeah, take your passport, baby, we're going across the globe. So shouts out to CEO Tally. 25, So Emotional 2 by Key. This was Key dropped 2 projects this year. This was my least favorite of them since becoming independent. However, I do like the song, Hey, what's up with that? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up with that? What's up with John? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I do like that song. So just for that, I did put it on here. You never, yeah, whenever you need it. Drama singing on that song. In the morning, I like that song. It reminded me of old Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Kilo Ali and them. 24, Put On Your Clothes EP by Veda. This EP had, in particular, this isn't the last Veda project of the year on here, by the way, but this particular project had the song Laffy Taffy. Mama na 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 na. He want that na na na. He want that na na na. I just like the flip she did with Laffy Taffy on here. And then she went independent too earlier this year with that too. And then Good, Volume 1 from Useless Radio. Shouts out to Manny, of course, friend of the channel. Shouts out to his boy as well, everything like that. But they had the single that I really like. And then obviously the Michael Jackson sample and a couple other tracks that I like on there. But of course, the single is the one that I keep returning to months after the project came out. And that's from Tony Schnall and Warhol's I'm a walking, talking ATM. Some brothers say that they be balling but can't touch a rim. My eyes on my see how they fighting that I'm at that 10. I'm not gonna paint on the title. RIP Kobe, I got all these things on my back. Shout out to Tony Snowman. 22, Live Fast, Pretty, Phase 2 by It Girl. I listened to this walking back from the grocery store like last week, and man, amazing project. I'm not gonna lie. It just came out. Like, I think it's a new album, but I like it. I really like it a lot. So it's probably gonna grow on me even more. It Girl's in that new underground sound, like, but like it's kind of digestible the way she does it. So shouts out to It Girl for sure. 21. Oh, shouts out to Aaliyah's interlude, by the way. I think about her with It Girl because Aaliyah's interlude popped off from ITTMV Girl. It Girl from ATL. ITTGLY. Like, yeah, she popped off from that song. So I think about Aaliyah's interlude with that. I didn't see if she dropped a project this year, but if she did, she'll be another person to put on that list I talked about earlier. 21, The Streets Is Yours by Belly Gang Christian. This has got a lot of good reviews from a lot of people calling him like albino Jeezy and stuff like that. Obviously, Belly Gang has just done a great job of marketing. He was like everywhere, especially once his album came out. I saw him everywhere around BET weekend and stuff like that out in LA. But I finally listened to the project myself. It had some songs on there. It reminded me kind of like of Atlanta modern day Bossman D-Lo type stuff. But you know, some songs just kind of bored with the repetitive nature. He played it very safe on here, but I do see where people say it's a good project. 20, The Spook Who Kicked the Door by Spook. Shouts out to Spook. Veda's also on this project, and they have a music video where they're like eating cake or like cutting a cake or whatever. It's pretty cool. And Spook, I love the intro of this album. I mentioned this album when it came out, the day it came out, and I mentioned how much I loved the intro. I thought it was going to be on some real rap stuff because it was on some like MF Doom sounding thing, sample or whatever. And then the rest of it was just like regular Spook sounds. So, but I do think she's coming out with a jazz album or a jazz project soon. So shouts out to Spook. I'm looking forward to the jazz joint for sure. Good Things Take Time by Deontay Hitchcock is number 19. Shouts out to Tay, one of the lyrical guys, and the intro is just so transparent and open. He's talking about like, you know, I've been building this great thing, and I've had the song with Miguel, and I'm coming fresh off of the Dreamville buzz and stuff like that from the 2019 joint, and I'm putting out these singles. I'm getting my rollout ready, and then the pandemic hit, and I can't put out my album. It's very, very transparent. I love it. It was one of the songs I kept revisiting and listened to all the time once I first heard it, and it's a great project. So shouts out to Deontay Hitchcock. 18, Please Don't Call Me by Dylan Gideon, obvious friend of the channel. My first interview when I got my first camera in 2016 independently. It's not using the school's camera, that the college I was going to, but my own camera. And this one has the sky is a limit to what I can have. That joint. He flipped that from Clark's Sisters. It was dope. 17 is Big Bro. My favorite song though from Dylan Gideon from the last couple of years though came out last year, and it's Thunder and Rain. Through the thunder and rain, through the thunder and rain for sure. Shouts out to Dylan. 17, Big Bro by David the Tragic and Jelani Imani. This is a classic, just Atlanta, just hyper hipster type of project. I really love it. Great quality features, everything like that. I think Cap Wani's on here. You know, I shouted her out earlier. And shouts out to these two, bro. Two of the more underrated Atlanta underground artists. David the Tragic has since moved to New York, but Jelani Imani's still like him in Atlanta underground. And I hope those guys continue to move up in their careers and stuff like that. David the Tragic starting to get a little more attention after moving up to New York, but Jelani Imani, I feel like it's still kind of underground. Shouts out to both of them, though. Said to You is number 16 by David X, obviously another friend of the channel. This project has one of my favorite songs of the year of Atlanta, from Atlanta artists, of the Baby What You Know Tonight. Tonight. I feel like he's done a good job of like hyper pop and mixing that in with Atlanta Freaknik vibes and tempo and stuff like that. He just understands music so well. A lot of this is alternative guitar music. He makes his own music. He makes whatever the heck he wants. And there's so much intentionality behind his art. I really appreciate David X as an artist and his love and respect for music in general. 15 is Kari by Offset. Solid album. Of course, it has the John Legend joint on there. That's a tribute to Takeoff. And, you know, he addresses everything in this project. Offset, I think, just makes good solo projects. But yeah, there's not many songs that I just revisit on this album so far. Granted, it's only been out like 2-3 weeks, but yeah. Speaking of only being out 2-3 weeks, number 14 is CeCe from Sierra. And same thing, just a classic Sierra record. You know, some up-tempo stuff to dance to, some stuff to kind of reflect on. She's getting her stuff off as well in this, talking about date nights with hubby and stuff like things that stick with me. And flying from LA to Vegas just to have dinner for a date night or whatever and get away from the kids and parent with the kids. Just some falling in love, growing older with your person. It's a beautiful thing to listen to. 13 is Paradise from Young Nudy. I really like this, bro. I really like this. A lot of people try to count out Young Nudy after the joint, the Slime Air that he put out last year, Slime Air 2. with Pierre. They said he was washed and everything like that. Boy came back for the vengeance. A great project with this Paradise joint. I listened to that as well in the trip from Akron to Cleveland. Number 12, Lucy by BK the Ruler. This has one of my favorite songs of the year, Euphoria, featuring Joseph and everything like that, and K-Sci as well. The thing about this, Lucy. So the album cover is a collage picture of a bunch of BK the Rulers in a cross. And someone in the comments was like, "You not low, you not slick. I know this is short for Lucifer." I'm like, You know, BK the Ruler be on that weird, like, you know what I'm saying, rock star stuff. So I'm like, And then I seen an interview from That Good-ish. Shout out to That Good-ish. And the first question, where did you get the name from? And she said Saint Lucy, who was a character in the Bible. And when she said that, I was like, I ain't never heard of her. So I looked it up, and St. Lucy is indeed not in the Bible, but she was one of the Roman Catholics early on in life, and she was a virgin who dedicated her entire life to serving God. So I was like, okay. Still looking at it weird, but the symbol at the beginning of the Euphoria video is like a weird looking symbol. I don't know if it's a demon or whatever the heck. It's a great song, and I ain't gonna lie, before I thought of all of that with, you know, kind of a different eye and different perspective, I did like this album really a lot. Speaking of, number 11, Tiki versus Tony by Lil Tony Official. This was Tony's rebirth. You know, him just really giving his breakdown and everything like that, his love of God and his Bible studies, all of that comes through this record, and it's a beautiful record of a different Lil Tony. You know, he can cave into the peer pressure of bringing out the music that people like him for, and he's a crash out. He's a reckless dude, but in this one, you could really see the growth of Lil Tony, so I really like it. That came out last month. Marco Plus, number 10, Marco Plus versus The Underworld by Marco Plus. This joint has I ain't going out bad. I ain't going out sad. Brother really got me messed up. Brother really got me messed up. I just be minding my business, my brother. I ain't going out bad. I ain't going out. Obviously, friend of the channel as well, Marco Plus. I really like that song. One of my favorite songs, rap songs of the year. Number 9, Red Clay Official Motion Picture soundtrack from 2 Chainz. This just came out last week, but I heard it and I'm like, bro, it don't have a miss for me. The Yachty joint, the I Wanna Win with NBA Youngboy, I like it. 2 Chainz makes good albums. 2 Chainz is a great rapper. Obviously, he did the thing with Larry June, which everybody considers album of the year contender early on for sure with The Alchemist. Shouts out to 2 Chainz. He's showing all that. And he's got freaking Isley Brothers at the end. Like, what the heck? Number 8, True vs. the World from 404 True. I talked about this album like last week. Love it. Big 404 True guy. He does have that like Uzi remix that I don't like, but everything else is cool on the album. It's like 8 songs EP type deal. Number 7, God Don't Like Ugly by Jid. Obviously one of people's top albums of the year. Ironically, my favorite songs aren't on the album. It's on the Prelux and on the deluxe of Sun with Anicia and Suave doing the ad-libs, and then No Better with Yachty. Made a miracle. How about the real? How much like should you get? Made $1 million off that lyrical miracle, spiritual, territorial. Like, I just, man, I love his flow, bro. So Jid right there. 6, Vatrix Reloaded from Veda. Vatrix came out in 2024, but the Vatrix Reloaded, the deluxe, came out at the beginning of this year, and it's got the "He gonna bust that right from me. He gonna bust that right from me." That combined with all the stories, I really gotta go. I don't know if I should pause or I'll pause. All right. Okay, so I believe I was rushing through Matrix. Okay, yeah. And then all the other songs from the main album. Nah, this is just I like it. I like it a lot. So it's at number 6 for me. Now into the top 5. Here we go. Top 5 favorite albums from Atlanta artists in 2025. Number 5. I gotta go. Hold on, I'll share the screen for this one. For the top 5, I'll share the screen, bro. We'll do it like that. Coming in at number 5, we have, drum roll please, Grady Baby from Anicia, the Gangsta Grills hosted by DJ Drama. Old Atlanta feel. I really like this joint. And then what intro, everything like that. However, my 2 favorite songs on this right now, months later, are Break. I took a break for a while. The lady they thought about done. But they hated my hitters, even a gun. I really care. And Dive In. It's a very, very dreamy beat. I love it. I wish I could live in the beat. It feels good. And then obviously put up the Quavo, Glorilla, Caribou, and Mauna Leo kind of run of features, and having Tink at the beginning too it was cool. So great features. Everybody did their thing. Everybody did what they had to do on this project, including Anicia. It's one of my favorite albums of the year. So that's number 5. Number 4. Hold on, I'm going backwards. By the way, Russ dropped. I haven't listened to Russ, so I add Russ to the list of people who I haven't listened to their new albums this year. Number 4, we have. Give me a second. Drum roll, please. I Feel Free from Key, Fat Man Key, Key 77, This was his first project being independent, so he just released a bunch of songs for the sake of just releasing a bunch of songs, and I love it, bro. I thought it was hard. The wake up, wanna wake up, I'm trying to find a way to get this cake up. I know I go over the head. And then Vader's on here. He's got an old joint with I Love McConan on here. No clothes on. Red Smasher's on here. Schoolie's on here. Bear One Boss is on here. It's Up, one of my favorite songs of the year, with Schoolboy Q is on here. Bear One Boss is on here. He's rapping over pop star Benny beat. Omari Shakir is on here, and Himworth's on here. I think Tyler F and J is also on here. She's on one of these songs like Crash Out of Birthday. So shout out to Tyler F and J as well. All the features did what they had to do. I love the music. This was a very, very solid project. It came at the beginning of the year. That's why I was so excited for So Emotional 2, because he put this before So Emotional 2. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be it. But that is not what happened with So Emotional 2. I was a bit let down. However, we still have I Feel Free in the same year. So shouts out to Key. That's number 4. Number 3. This is where it gets ironic for me, because I said I didn't listen to Zucchini's album because the name of it was Slatanic. And then I was looking at BK the Ruler's Lucy album weird once I started hearing the internet conspiracies of why'd you name yourself Lucy. With that being said, number 3, I have to be honest, has been I Am Music from Playboi Carti. Has to be I Am Music from Playboi Carti, even though he's got the weird tattoos and stuff like that, and he got rid of one allegedly, but he still has another one, and he showed it off in the Supreme photo shoot. This joint, it just has so many songs that I revisit on a regular basis. There are just too many songs on here that I revisit on a regular basis for me to not be like, it's one of my favorite albums of the year. So there's that. Playboi Carti. And, I don't lie about you, right about the line. Shawty gonna let me crush. Evil Jordan. It's funny because it was I don't think going into this album, I was like, I don't think Playboi Carti could ever make a song better than Broke Boy. But not even going into the album, I say going into the era because Evil Jordan is like a year old or whatever. And then Evil Jordan, I'm like, that's a really good song. Mojo Jojo, Kendrick playing around in the studio. Philly, I'd Rather Lie, Fine-ish, Backdoor. Oh, I'm surprised this song wasn't a bigger hit. Toxic, Manyoung, Crank. Charge a Fee. Whoa, Charge a Fee. That's one of my favorite songs on here. And it has one of the least amount of plays. Crazy. Good Credit, obviously a radio hit. And the one from Kendrick. I See You, Baby Boy. Shouts out to See You, Baby Boy. Wake Up, Filthy. Another one. Jumpin', Trim. Yeah, that's the one where Future was going crazy. That was pretty much a Future song. Cocaine Nose. Funny. We need that vibe. I'm gonna get it popping. From Young Thug. Olympian. Opium Baby. Oh man, what a song. That's one of my favorite songs, I ain't gonna lie. It's not enough. Like I said, it's Earl Sweatshirt Seas. Twin Trim. Like Weezy. Y'all know what that is, man. It might be like Weezy. Like Weezy and Evil Jordan are just on a different level, bro. Like those are two songs that can compete with Broke Boy for like Playboi Carti's best song ever, for sure. And that's my number 3 top album from an Atlanta artist this year. All right. Number 2. And I'm pretty sure you guys know at least one of these two. You might not know number 1 unless you like just pay attention to me all the time on the channel. But number 2 is Metro Boomin presents A Futuristic Summer hosted by DJ Spins. Spins. Tank. Teddy let know one time I'm real West Side. We're on 3. Shouts out to Bankroll Fresh. Rest in peace, Bankroll Fresh. Long live Bankroll Fresh. Long live Young Scooter as well, who gets to, tribute in the intro and things of that sort. This project's so fun, bro. It's so much fun. Like, it's nostalgic, but he's got modern artists on it who aren't from that era on it, like Quavo and stuff. It just kind of goes so well. Young Dro, MVP on this project. Shout out to God, a great performance on this project. Schoolie doing his thing on the project. YK Nice coming through after the whole Pluto situation. Oh, Pluto don't want to throw me on a Win Whammy remix. And by the way, the Win Whammy remix ain't did nothing. Ain't did nothing, yo. Because you can't do your people wrong like that. She get on Breakfast Club. She say it was a misunderstanding. You know how the internet get. There ain't no misunderstanding. Why can't he say what it was, bro? You went to send the opens for the remixes and you took me off the song. You didn't include my verse. It ain't that difficult to have 3 verses, especially on a remix. That was flawed. It's the reason why Lotto didn't want to do the official remix. She pulled her name out the hat for it. And you know it's flawed. Just is what it is, bro. Ain't no misunderstanding the internet trying to misconstrue and create narratives. It is what it is. YK said it. It came out her mouth. We didn't create this narrative. So anyway, YK bounces back from that and has a moment with this joint, bro, with the take me through there, baby, going twin, take me through there, we going in. And then you see the creation process. YK Nice even gave Quavo those words, bro. So it was all YK Nice, bro. Amazing to see her get another moment this year, bro. She not no one hit wonder. She got another one. Shout out to YK Nice. Find the bees on here. Like I said, it's a mixture of the new school and the old school. And the people who aren't even in the particular school, the people in the middle school, like Quavo. So yeah, shouts out to all of them. Waka Flocka got a great song on here. Yeah, and Young Thug sound like old Young Thug. I think it's Thug's best song in verse since he got out, for sure. Hands down, not even close. People aren't talking about that enough. But now, Thug's whole reputation, everything, now, y'all know what it is. But yeah, I said that's number 2. And number 1, Suave, Billy 2, bro. This is the closest thing to a perfect rap project I heard this year, bro. Not gonna lie to you. It's quick. I got it from the first get-go. The beats is hard. They're amazing. Like he said, he wanted to do this to prove that he's a hit maker. Just wanted to put a bunch of hits on the project. He kept it short, concise, got to the point, didn't make it too long. Transitions are flawless. He produced most of it. The rapping is obviously top tier because my big three in the Atlanta Underground for rap, by the way, just in case you're new to the channel, if you're new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Marco Plus, Ben Riley, and Suave. That's my big three in the Atlanta Underground when it comes to like rappers, lyricists, and things of that sort. You can also put Tony Snow in that top 5, and then number 4 could be up for debate, whether it's Archibald Slim or whoever the case might be. Cam the Artisan, the letter E, or the letter M, excuse me. You know, all those guys can make a good you know, and you can go down the list. Will Hill, Dalen Gidding, like you can go down the list of like who is number 4 or who's number 5, but those 4 are pretty much solidified, and the big 3 specifically are those 3 guys I named. Mercury is in that list if you're talking about top 5 too. Yeah, all those people. So yeah, with that being said, Billy 2 is still my favorite album of the year, especially from an Atlanta artist. But my favorite album of the year, period. I ain't even gonna hold you. Okay, I'm a black on that beat. Okay, I'm a black on her rims. I might have a black on the girl. If she tells she want to be friends, I'm around just let the mirror. So hot and hot in the tent. I haven't had a fence. Thank you, Billy. Hidden in the lines. I'm trying to leave. I don't do wrong. I the leash. You know, you can't catch no bird, dog. So I free to. We can go band for band. We go brick for brick. My friends on down New York. We can go stick for stick. You can come down to Atlanta. We can go hit for hit. But I'm way too player, way too. You can keep that. I said you can keep. You can keep. You know you can't carry no bird, dog. So I free to. All right. Anyways, I got to go live again in like 4 hours. So I'll see you guys then. We're gonna have Jimmy Hill on to continue talking about alternatives to this snitching conversation that is dominating Atlanta news and Atlanta headlines right now. He's currently trying to continuing calling out and keeping the pressure on Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis, who has pursued and used lots of resources on the YSL trial and Donald Trump trial and all of these things. The Donald Trump thing was kind of unsuccessful. And then the YSL thing, everybody was kind of let out of jail. Like it was only one guy convicted, I think, in that, or I think even he got out. So no one really did any real time from that RICO case. But now their reputations and, you know, all that stuff are split up. Relationships have been destroyed over this trial, and you guys know the rest of the story. But all of that, he's saying, what about my son, Jimmy Atchison? What about his justice? And the fact that we tried to pursue it in federal court and the federal judge appointed by Donald Trump said, no, we're not going to do that. So I want to talk to him about all of it, where he's going from here in his fight, the latest step in his fight. That conversation will be had at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central. I hope to see you all here when that time comes. And yeah, that's it. And then obviously the night stream, the daily stream for the actual day. This is from yesterday's. But yeah, until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all have a good Sunday. Have a good August 31st. Finish the year off strong. Rent due. All right, peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.